Welcome to TradeTheNBI.com. This is John. This report is for the 18th. Monday's already starting out on a positive side, breaking into new highs. And clearly, we were looking for the S&P to have a very soft move on this. We didn't get anything that pushed us into clear retrace. We had plenty of buy signals from a daily standpoint that came along the way. In fact, we're even in a brand new Star Hawk from the daily charts if we look back at those that we talked about that week ago. And not a surprise. DOC's not spectacular, but it's not horrible. We're out of the range with the orange and long crossover. We had complete short-term buyers in the form of the steel reset completely. Well, at least they get into the 7.5. I prefer when it comes all the way down to 13.5 for a major push, but we could see that was starting when we had this setup down here, and we broke up to the new highs where everyone was expecting. And this has just been a slow short cover, forced rally. And you can see we had kind of a muck period here with the shakeout, not really doing anything, and then we started to break to the positive, and once that happens, we're just going to ride it for all it's worth as far as that goes. And in fact, we're getting orange reset even better within this move. All good stuff. The NQ a little behind. So not quite having the same reaction. It doesn't mean that it's not going to catch up, because it can do that very easily. But the shakeout on the NQ, the NASDAQ, is just horrible compared to what we're seeing from the ES. So that's just a little bit more of a broader market rally. The Euro just holding up perfectly. Actually, it's still outside that range. We're on a little different chart setup than I've had before because my system crashed for some reason. No idea why. I hadn't done anything special. And I went to reload the saved workspace and file format corrupted or something. So I don't know what happened, and I'm going to have to go through. I've started trying to redo everything, but even the backup, I can't get it to load. So it's just one nightmare after another when it comes to that. TLT still holding up at the ABM green, but still I would expect it to continue to fall, particularly if rates are going to rise. We're starting to get all of the signals now that the economy has reached not just a point of stasis, but could actually be growing at a significant clip, and that will change things. Now, the hurricane impact, we have to see what that's going to do, but I don't think it's going to derail the direction that things were headed. And I think people are really going to be watching tax reform and whether or not the Obamacare is going to be revisited. There's some talk of some new plans, and if that happens, that would really propel us to the next wave level, which I think you're still looking at having to reach the 2550. I know I had talked about reaching the 21. We put that daily back up there. 25 was our target from way back, a lot lower, and it was just a matter of reaching the steps. We actually achieved it pretty quick once we got past that 85. It was just, it sucks it right up. That's a kind of a market force effect. People love those round numbers. Oil, still holding up, and actually I think it has the potential to break out of this range. Just briefly, beautiful reset here, and the chances are that we could take out the highs on that, which would be welcome relief. Also would spike a little bit of inflation. Potential for that gearing up. Not seeing anything like that still within a short config on gold right now, but even the slightest little hint that there's a turn up, I think should drive gold significantly higher. The central banks have been strong in keeping it relatively under control, and here we go from a 5K standpoint. Clearly, look at a nice reset here with the cyan well underneath the red DOC, which is clearly long and moving higher. We ended up with the A buyback over here and flipped it. Kept rising from that point. It was just a nice steady convergence, and this is exactly what I wouldn't say hoped for, but just kind of expected as it was, given what we were generally looking at. And adjust the chart right there. We go. Stick right in there. And proceeding nicely. These resets have given us good opportunities. This one doesn't have the new ABM on it here because I don't even have the ABM connected onto it, but If I were to attach that, we would see the various 6, 7 readings, and those are going to be converted also into the paint bar that will match, and it'll be a conversion of probably the Buy-Sell D4, but it's just going to get a brand new name to it and be a standalone. So it will correspond to the ABM one with the resets, and that'll make it just visually easy to see. Even if you don't want to have the ABM on, you'll be able to have just the paint bar, and it would show the exact same matchup. So there you have it. That's the long and short of it. I'll be on the Skype chat. Thank God school has started, so life returns to normal. Summer is over. And it's much later here in Italy than it is in America. I think they start in August, which is crazy, middle of summer. Go figure. Anyway, trade well. I'll talk again later.